Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, in order to solve this question, let's talk about the differences between innate behaviors versus learned behaviors. So, about innate behaviors, they are behaviors that are inherent, okay? They are inherent and come with someone's birth. Okay, so practically, these behaviors, you are born with these behaviors and you don't need to learn them, okay? And instead of learned behaviors, they are behaviors that are acquired by experience or learned from the outside environment. For example, from other members of your family. Okay, this is the main difference between innate behaviors and learned behaviors. Also, innate behaviors um, are going to reflect actions or instincts of an organism when exposed to an stimulus. Okay, when exposed to an stimulus. And what happens in learned behavior? Well, in learned behaviors, learned or acquired traits or behaviors are going to be obtained and you're never going to forget them. So practically in innate behaviors, those behaviors are going to be like reflex actions, okay? You're not going to think about what you have to do. You're just going to react suddenly to a stimulus. But in learned behaviors, you are going to learn and acquire knowledge. Okay. So when you want to express this behavior, you are going to think about that you want to do this behavior. But this is in contrast to innate behaviors where you're automatically going to react to a stimulus. Okay. And these innate behaviors they are more common in animals, while learned behaviors are more common in highly intelligent species. Okay, innate behaviors cannot be altered. Okay, they cannot be altered and occur the same way in the next generations. Okay, because they are innate practically. And what about in learned behaviors? Well, they can be altered or changed since they happen with experience. Okay, so they can be altered. Finally, innate behaviors are going to contribute to the survival and the proper functioning of the organism, while in learned behavior, it is going to improve the behavioral traits in an organism and also contribute to the distinguishing one from others. Okay, so with this knowledge, let's answer the question. It says, mating pairs of two different species of parrots sometimes lay their eggs in the same nest. When this happens, only one mating pair ends up parenting the chicks, even though chicks of both species may be present. The chicks in such mixed nesting groups display some interesting behaviors summarized in the table. Okay, classify these behaviors as innate or learned and explain how they compare. Okay, the table that we have is this. Okay, this is the table that we have. Species A, species B, contact calls made to other members of the flock, alarm calls made in response to predator sight. According to this information, the most appropriate answer is option A. Okay, option A says that an alarm call is an innate behavior and a contact call is a learned behavior. Okay, this is correct because you are not going to learn how to do an alarm call when you are like when you see a predator. It is innate. Like you're going to react like that, like screaming, for example, in humans case. Okay, and it also says innate behaviors comes out automatically in response to a stimulus. This is correct. Whereas learned behavior develops over time after observing other birds carrying out the same behavior, and this fits for the contact call. with a contact call made to other members of the flock is a learned behavior, and hence option A is the correct answer.